Hello YouTube, and welcome to my first video game review. Today, I will review a mobile game called Dungeons and Girls. This is a free-to-play game that is available on iOS and Android. This game is a minimalistic dungeon crawler with gacha elements. The primary objective is to navigate a dungeon, obtain loot, and team up with the enemies you defeat. All of which also happen to be girls cosplaying with a monster theme. The gacha part of the game involves summoning additional partners to fight alongside you. In most video game reviews, I would spend a good chunk of time describing the art and music. However, in this minimalistic dungeon crawler, the gameplay takes center place. Don't worry, the art and music are sufficient in quality to get the job done. However, if you must have jaw-dropping environments, epic soundtracks, and a deep storyline with mind-blowing character development, this game is not for you. There is no story. There is no character animation. The dungeon is an infinite linear tunnel with no visual variety. The music is limited to only a few tracks, but as I'm sure you can hear, it's great. Besides the gameplay, there are many redeeming factors that make this game worth trying over its gacha competitors. This game doesn't take much hard drive space to install on your phone, and doesn't require a powerful phone to play. You can pause or even kill the application's process anytime. The game will still remember where you left off and continue mid-battle. However, the real sweet deal is that this game can be played entirely offline, even featuring a fully offline gacha shop. In an era where most free gacha games require an online connection, having an offline game like this is great news to gamer without a phone data plan. The objective of each level is to move 500 meters through a tunnel to defeat a boss. You move through the level by drawing cards. Cards have a dual purpose, both for moving forward during exploration and also for taking actions during battle. After you use a card, you will return the card to the deck. When you only have one card left, you will automatically draw 4 cards from the deck. Red cards attack the enemy. Orange cards temporarily charges all of your cards in your hand to make your next action stronger. Purple cards guard and counter. Blue cards recover health. For RPG gamers who do not like random encounters, there are no random encounters here. Each enemy is marked by an enemy icon, and if you end your turn on that icon after using a card to move, you will fight the enemy. Stronger enemies are marked by red icon, while normal enemies are purple. Your main character has no experience bar. Instead, the main character will level up every time you defeat an enemy. Each time you level up, you get a choice to strengthen your character with a choice of 3 randomized options of either increased stats or a new skill. As you progress deeper into the dungeon, you have access to new main characters for a total of 4 unique main characters. Your main character returns to level 1 after beating the boss, and you forfeit all of your skills and stats gained by levels. You might be thinking, how do I get permanently stronger? You can level up the power of your cards by spending gold that you obtain from dungeon grinding, or you can use one-time booster cards you find as loot in the dungeon. You can also get stronger by capturing and training partners. Your active partner levels grants you bonus max health and boosts your partner's attack. Also, if you max out a partner's level, your main character permanently gains stats even if that partner is not in your party. You can gain level by clearing dungeons or giving loot to monsters as presents. So, how do you obtain new monsters? You can obtain normal partners by defeating enemies and bosses in dungeon. Or, you can get a powered up version of a monster through gacha. The only way to obtain powered up partners is by gacha. Does this mean that this game is pay to win? Not really. I beat this game without spending anything. If you want to be a free player, you have to watch advertisements. Advertisements are always optional, and they're 30 seconds long. If you skip the advertisements, you won't get any reward. At least, you won't get the reward for the advertisement. You need to watch at least 10 advertisements for enough currency to buy one partner. The gacha also have features that benefit you as a player. First of all, the gacha eliminated all the randomness by giving you all the same partners in the same order, just like any other player. Secondly, you never obtain the same partner twice. This means you need to roll the gacha exactly 10 times to get your first super rare partner, which should be more than enough to finish all the levels, providing that partner is sufficiently leveled. Speaking of sufficiently leveled, when you die in the dungeon, you can either consume crystals or watch an ad to continue. If you continue, you revive for full health and your enemy's health does not regenerate. You can do this as many times as you want, so you can essentially whittle down any enemy, even though you're underpowered, as long as you're prepared to watch a lot of ads. The stamina system is generous enough. The stamina allows you to play about 5 hours a day for free. Trust me, you don't want to play any more than that, unless you're some hardcore grinder who prefer minimalistic games over other more AAA titles. This game is mostly bug-free, although it's not perfect. I had about 10 crashes in my entire experience. Based on your experience, you may vary from platform to platform and device to device. In summary, Dungeons & Girls is a decent game. It's better than a lot of free-to-play games out there in the mobile market, although it still lags behind some of the bigger top-selling titles in terms of depth and content. This game succeeds in what it sets out to do by presenting a streamlined, simple experience that everyone can agree that it does exactly what it says in the title, Dungeons & Girls. So, I know there is a lot of videos on this game on YouTube, but most of them just feature the first 20 minutes of gameplay, unlike me, who have pretty much unlocked like 85% of the game. So, I'm going to go through the game, the final level, the hardest level, to show what endgame looks like. As you can see, I have a bunch of cards, and I want to reach the end. Ideally, I want to make it to the end as level 20. Right now I'm level 2, which means I have to kill 18 monsters to get to level 20. I want to hit as many of those monsters as possible, so I need to find out how far the next monster is. It's 20 steps away, 20 meters away. So I can add 15 plus 5. So I get the monster. So monsters normally attack you a few times, then they'll do a super attack. When they do a super attack, you probably want to guard, or if you're strong enough, you can just tank it. So for me, I'm going to attack her, and she'll likely either hit me or do a super attack. Alright, super attack. So next turn, I'm going to guard. So, for stats, I usually choose stats, but I will get the creation skill once in a while. The B stands for box, or treasure box. For this demonstration, I don't really need treasure, so I will try to skip it, but for this one, I think we can do right. Just show you once. Got a box. So this is randomized. You have both 1 in 5 chance or 2 in 5 chance to get a wrong card. What I just got is an item to level up a monster's affection. So right now I don't have any attack cards, but my partner is going to attack next turn. I could just spend one of my cards to heal and wait for the next turn. Generally, I take attack up first until I max out at 5, and then I start taking HP up. So she's supposed to do a super attack, but I can finish her off before she attacks. The third order is I attack, and my partner attacks, then that monster gets to move. So I always have first attack. There's no agility in this game. I could finish her off with either of the red cards, but I'll finish her off with the weaker card because I want to keep the stronger card just in case. So sometimes when you finish battle, you have a high boost. This is a doubling of stats. Usually you get 400 max HP for a boost, but this one gives 800, so you should take it when you have the chance. So her super move is that she heals herself. So if I counter, it won't do anything. So right now, I want to reach the monster, but I don't have any combination of cards that will reach the monster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use both of my 5-step cards, and then I hope I'll get new cards. Think of another 5-step. As you just saw there, I got a box even though I didn't step into anywhere on the map that says that there's a box. Sometimes when you step onto an empty space, you get a random event. That was a random event. So let's see what cards I get. Great, I have another 5 card. Since I have 3 defense, I'll spend one of the defenses. So I hope that she'll attack because I'm going to counter. There we go. So I think she's going to do nothing this turn, so I'll attack. So that was a random activation by my partner. My partner has a small chance to do her skill, and it's random, you have no control over it. So that we just got lucky there. One interesting thing is if you guard, and the enemy misses you, you don't counter. Nothing happens. So I want to get to the monster, so I'm looking for a combination of cards that get me there. So 5 plus 5. She's gonna stun me, but that's okay. I'll use a defense card, but it won't do me any good. Booster cards have a bit of white on the top and bottom. You can see my 2 middle cards are booster cards. Those are cards that you get from the dungeon, or you can buy them with gold to boost your cards. Hence the name, booster cards. She's a very high miss rate. I'm gonna defend anyways. Some skills you can't defend against, they break your guard. For example, when the element attacks you, she breaks defense, so if you guard her, you won't take reduced skill. But right now we have 2 skills. We can get a shield bash, which is pretty nice, or high HP boost. You notice I just turned level 10. When you turn level 10, you have a high chance of getting a super powered upgrade. So that's why we have 3 great choices right there. So next turn, she's almost guaranteed to stun me. Don't call me a chicken. Yeah, don't call me a chicken. Stun. So this is attack up 5. Attack up 6 only gives 100 attack, so there's diminishing returns after 5 stacks. So after I get this, I will start stacking HP for survival. This is going to get a bit harder. As you progress deeper into the dungeons, the enemy also level up. They don't level up with you, they'll level up regardless of you the deeper you go into the dungeon. So as you can tell, they're starting to have a bit more health, despite me hitting harder. See, right now attack up 6 only gives the 100 attack up, unlike the 200 it did before. So I'll switch to HP and I'll start stacking HP. There we go, my partner leveled up. You can see her stats went way up, and so did my max HP. Sometimes my partner misses. My partner only has a 90% accuracy rate. There's some partners with 100% accuracy rate, but they're not normally this strong. It's better to get the stronger with 90%. So I'll heal this turn, because my partner should be able to finish her off. I don't need to use an attack. So right now I have a choice between escape, charge attack, or attack up. I guess I'll choose attack up because I don't want to escape, or charge attack. is awkward because I still don't have any skills. Now we've reached max level, so we don't need to battle anymore. So I'm skipping the monsters. I forgot what this boss does. So, I can use my partner's active skill to boost her attack. Boost her attack by 2 for next turn. looks like. Right, I doubled my gold by watching that. Double gold. Alright, so thank you for watching. I will show you a few features. First of all, there is the free crystals on the top left corner. This allows you to get free crystals. That's used to buy gacha. So the way you buy gacha is you press the summon button, the purple summon button. As you can see, I got most of the gachas, but I haven't gotten the last 3 because I finished this game. No reason to keep playing. There are other better games for now. Not like necessarily better, but at least I haven't finished those content yet, so pretty much done. As you can see, sim level says coming soon. And based on some analysis, this game does have more assets in the installer that hasn't been used. There's a bunch of monsters that haven't been used, you can't find anywhere in the game. There's supposed to be an update, but this game hasn't been updated for a long time. So what I'll say is don't expect any updates, just play the game as it is if you want. And if there's update, great. If not, then that's it, I guess. Also, you can buy cards over here. You don't really need cards. I've never bought any cards, but upgrades you definitely want. So here you can upgrade your existing cards. Right here I have 971,000 gold. I can upgrade the charge card, which show you using. Upgrading the card to rank 34 costs 400,000. Right there. I just upgraded my charge card. My charge card is now stronger. You can also buy boosters. Oh, these are the existing boosters that I have. So I can see I've been hoarding some boosters. I've been using them, but they come more than I use, so you really don't need to buy any. These are the deck. Your deck varies from character to character. As this character is a very defensive character, and for survival, most of the cards are, well, not most, but a lot of the cards are defense based. If I were to go to characters and switch to a more offensive type, now if I go to my deck, it's stacked full of offensive cards, and there are more cards in the deck too. More cards in your deck is actually not a good thing, because that means if you insert a booster, the booster will come to your hand much less often. It's like, imagine if you have a Joker card, right? And you put it inside a deck that has 5 cards in it. Then you will keep drawing the Joker very often. But if you put a Joker in a deck that has, like, say 50 cards in it, the Joker won't come as often, so you won't get those strong cards. I used Sword Dancer for most of the game because I wanted to go fast. Sword Dancer is offensive, it can one-shot bosses, it's great. Just slightly less survivable, but I've been doing pretty good. I've only switched to the Holy Guardian on the last few stages because just in case the other monsters kind of hit harder, so it's nice to have that extra survivability even if it means fighting a lot of fight. And here are my partners. So if you took a look at all, these are all the partners you can obtain. So as you can tell, there are 2 copies of each, one normal version and one from gacha. As you can see, I don't have number 26 yet, but that's okay. I don't have number 36, and I don't have a lot of here. Oops. So yep, we can give them a present. Certain monsters have favorites. For example, this is the cockatrice favorite item. Give 500 affection points. This is the scorpion's favorite item. You want to remember whose item it is. I think that's great. So one last thing to know is that as I see in the top right corner, there's the love, like, and normal. When you first get a character, they start in normal, and whenever they move on to like and then on to love, they get a huge status boost. It's a huge jump. Plus, their skills will improve. So, if something is not, they don't seem very strong, just wait till they upgrade their affection. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Maybe I'll do another one of these. I'm actually playing a bunch of games. Not this one, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye.